sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La la la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain. So baby, baby, why can't you sit still? Kill that bird out on the windowsill. I know the reason that it broke its back. Tell me, did I see your baby laugh about that? I'm gonna bring it on like a dragon. Well, but you let me roll to you, what a man. Now I'm touching down deep inside. Woo. Baby, why you let it like you?
It's time for the 2025 West Coast World Series, brought to you by Placer Valley Tourism and broadcast to you exclusively on Stones Broadcast Networks. 6 teams enter. Only one can be champion. The West Coast World Series starts right now.
And welcome into the second game of the 4-game slate here in the West Coast World Series. I am Stones McCoy, here to bring you all the word pictures to the best of my abilities. I have my tremendous engineer, Riley, the engineer, to my left. Willie Preston is the best in the business. I will argue with anybody who says otherwise. He's to my right, and we are about ready to get started with game number 8 of the West Coast World Series. Your AE Express taking on the West Sac Samurais, right? We're West Sac Samurais. Even though it says Sacramento Samurais, it's actually West Sac Samurai. There we go. All right. Samurai is plural. Anyway, we are about ready to get things started here today. Joel Gapson on the mound for the Samurai. He's getting the start today, and he's going to be facing a lineup of the AE Express. It's going to contain Xavier Dominguez leading things off, Will Takar in this 2-hole, Brady Boyd in the 3-hole. Kays DeRomaleri is the shortstop, batting 4th. Mason Cox, Blake Bryce in the DH today. Dante Chiatti, the 3rd baseman. Tyler Nordyke, and rounding out the starting 9 for the Express is Jelani Mason. So Joel Gapson, he's standing up there. This is the 4 versus the 5 seed. Winner of this game goes on to play the number 1 seeded CA Tigers. And the Potters advanced in the earlier game, and they will advance to the 3:30 game today to take on the 2-seed Warriors. So we're just about ready to get baseball underway. Welcome into the West Coast World Series presented by Placer Valley Tourism. I want to say thank you to all the fine patrons who have been watching and listening on Stones Broadcast Networks or the Lincoln Potters YouTube channel. So we're about ready to get started. Here is Gapson's first pitch, and it's low for a ball. First pitch at 12:03. Still a really beautiful day for baseball. Not too warm outside just yet. The 0-1 is high for a ball, or the 1-0 is high for a ball. 2-0. Just realized that do we have TrackMan data? We do have TrackMan data. I love it. Helps me out up here. The 2-0 is taken for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Xavier Dominguez. We're in the number 24 today for the Express, playing left field. The 2-1 outside, 3-1. AE Express played 2 games on opening day for the West Coast World Series. So they're here for their 3rd game. Get Xavier Dominguez to swing through that one. Running the count full, 3-2. The Tigers took on the AE Express in the first game, able to beat the Express 11-3. And there's there's the walk to Xavier Dominguez. So first base runner to start things off today. Reminder that the seeding games are all 7-inning affairs. We do implement the run rule as well. 10 runs after 5 innings, 7 runs after 6. That's what happened in the earlier game with the Potters. They were able to get through it in 6 innings. First pitch to Tokar, and he takes it off the off the thigh. And hit by pitch, runners on first and second, nobody out. And we're going to have a quick meeting at the mound. Samurai coming out. We want to have a quick talk with Joel Gapson. And as everybody stands in, let's go over some of the scores. So the Express, the first game of the West Coast World Series, the Express lost to the Tigers 11-3. Game 2 of the West Coast World Series was against the Samurai and the Express, the exact same setup we have here, except the Express was the home team. And the Samurai beat them 9-4. So the Express 0-2 coming into this game. Looks like we're all ready to get back in business here. Samurai come into this game 1-1 in the West Coast World Series. First pitch to Brady Boyd is up high, 67 miles an hour. Xavier Dominguez over at second base now. Will Takar at first base. Neither one of the runners being held on at the moment. There's a high drive way deep into left field. That ball is out of here. Brady Boyd starting off the first inning with the 3-run shot over left field fence. And the Express have a 3-0 lead. It's an absolutely gorgeous swing by Brady Boyd. 76-mile-an-hour pitch right over the heart of the plate. Ball traveled out of here quick. 98 miles an hour off the bat. 25-degree launch angle, 354 feet for Brady Boyd. So 3-0, the Express take an early lead. Durham Malaria making his first appearance of this game. Shortstop for the Express. Swings and misses at that first pitch, so falling behind 0-1. There's a high drive out into center field. Breaking back a bit is Wilkes, and he gets underneath that for the first out here in the top of the first inning. So Durham Malaria flies out to center field. That's going to bring up Mason Cox. Mason Cox is 0 for 3 in the West Coast World Series, so he's looking for his first hit. First pitch that he sees is outside for a ball. So 3 quick runs on the big 3-run homer by Brady Boyd to get things started here in game number 2. There's another fly ball. This is going to be actually in shallow center field. Walker, the second baseman, goes out and he makes the catch for the second out. So Joel Gapson on the mound for the Samurai. Started the game with a walk and a hit by pitch and then a 3-run homer. And has now settled down and gotten 2 guys to fly out. Blake Bryson, the designated hitter, now up. 76-mile-an-hour pitch is outside for a ball. Next game for us here at the West Coast World Series. Here's a shot over to third base. Over the third base head. Shortstop picks it up, but he's not going to have a play. Nice single by Blake Bryson. Bounced over Bostic's head over at third base, but Carrington was there to back it up, keep it on the infield, and hold Blake Bryson to a single. Next game today will be at 3:30 right here on Stone's Broadcast Networks. The Lincoln Potters be the visiting team in that game to take on the Warriors. But right now here, the Express and Samurai locked in a battle. Winner moves on, loser goes home. First pitch that Chiatti sees is high. Third baseman for the Express. That one misses as well, so falls behind quickly. 2-0. So Chiatti is, let's see here. Where did he go? I just lost him. Checking on the runner over at first base. He's able to get back. Chiatti so far is 0 for 2 in the West Coast World Series. He does have a walk. Coyote wearing the number 5 from the right side. And turning around and getting the pick off and throwing it into center field is the pitcher, Joel Gapson. But Bryson was sliding in, unable to advance from second base, so he's going to get the stolen base. And Gapson had him picked off, unfortunately made a bad throw out to second base over Walker's head and into center field. So the Express have a runner in scoring position with 2 down here. Joel Gapson looks in for his sign from Torrente. Kicks and deals. That's outside. So quickly falling behind 3 balls and no strikes. Three-zero pitch is high, ball 4. So Coyote gets the walk, second walk issued here in the first by Joel Gapson. It's going to bring up Tyler Nordyke, the second baseman for the AE Express. Checking on the runner back at second, Tyler sees the first pitch high. Tyler Nordyke in the first game against the Tigers went 2 for 3 with a single and a big home run. So he's definitely got power. Checking on the runner back at second. Here's his pitch. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Tyler Nordyke. Jelani Mason on deck if the inning should continue. Runner's not going anywhere yet. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. The AE Express in their bright red tops with the white numerals, the white pants. The Samurai wearing their red, white, and blue striped tops and the gray pants today. 2-1 is fouled out of play into the parking lot. So it's 2 balls now and 2 strikes. Tyler Nordyke went 0 for 2 in the second game also. Drew Walken was hit by a pitch, so Nordyke stands in there and watches that ball go low, so a full count now on Tyler Nordyke. With 2 down here, imagine the runners will be on the move. Joel Gapson staring in. He gets his sign. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off to the screen. Props to the gentleman sitting in the front row where that ball was fouled off. Not a movement. Just somebody might want to go check on him, make sure he's okay. He didn't even flinch. I mean, I flinched for him. It's early still, so we're all still waking up. No, we've been here since the crack of dawn. Here's the 3-2. Outside ball 4. So the third walk issued by Joel Gapson here to start the first inning. And the number 9 hitter's walking up, and the manager for the Samurai is making another move. He's walking out to the pitcher's mound. I think we're going to have a pitching change. We'll be back with the identity of the new pitcher right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level.
And we do have a new pitcher for the Samurai. It's Dom Garcia wearing the number 7 for the Samurai today. He's going to come in relief of Joel Gapson. Gapson responsible for the runners on base currently. But there are 2 down, and Jelani Mason, the center fielder, steps up. First pitch he sees is a 74-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Jelani Mason wear the number 99. Left-handed batter waits for his next pitch. And he hits this one over to second base. Coming in as Walker, going the short way to first, and that will be the end of the top of the first, but not before the Express score 3 and lead this one 3-0.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Here we go in the bottom of the first inning. The Express score 3 in the top. Samurai come up to bat here in the bottom. Noah Carrington, Jordan Torrente, and J.J. Torrente leading things off for the Express against Aaron Devanis. Big right-hander wearing the number 12. Big figure up there on the bump, and he's ready to get started. His first pitch is right there on the outside part of the plate for a strike at 86 miles an hour. Noah Carrington, the shortstop, J.J. Torrente, the catcher, or Jordan Torrente, the catcher, and J.J. Torrente, the left fielder, due up here. Next pitch misses down low. This one is chopped up the middle. Cutting it off is Duramalari and fires over to first for the first out. So one down here in the bottom of the first inning. Jordan Torrente coming up. We have Jordan and we have JJ, a couple of brothers. Jordan Torrente went 1 for 4 in the first game that he played tonight, and he sees a strike. And that pitch hits him, so he gets a free base. So Devonis hits Jordan Torrente. And the Samurai have their first base runner now. Heading up to the plate is J.J. Torrente. First pitch that J.J. sees is in there for a strike. Left-handed batter stands in there, slightly open stance. He takes that one off the outside part of the plate for a ball. JJ 1 for 4 in the tournament so far. A couple of walks, fielder's choice. Takes that one down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Willie Preston has left the press box to do some fine work outside. And now it's just me and the engineer. That's kind of scary. 2-1. That's outside, 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. Here it is. This one's fouled out of play off to the left over the Express bullpen. So the count now is 3-2 on JJ. Aaron Devanna set and delivers. This one is hit over to second base. Coming in as Nordyke is going to go over to second for 1, on to first. Just in time, double play. So the 4-6-3 double play ends the inning. We're going to head into the top of the second. The Express lead this one 3-0.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Top of the second inning, the AE Express lead this one 3-0. This is a 7-inning affair. I'm not sure if I covered that in the beginning of the game. I may have. But 7-inning affair, and run rules are in effect for seed play here. Winner of this game goes on to play tonight against the California Tigers. And the first pitch that Dom Garcia came in, release of Joel Gabson throws is outside for a ball, facing the top of the lineup and Xavier Dominguez. Next pitch Xavier sees is also high, 2 balls and no strikes. Joel Gabson went 2/3 of an inning, giving up 2 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks and no strikeouts. Can't hold up. He says he went around. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Xavier Dominguez. Walked his first at-bat today. Lefty never got out of the box. He's ready to go. 2-1. Here it is. Outside 3-1. So Garcia now struggling to find the zone. Dom out of the windup. Got him to swing in that one. Xavier swung so hard the backhand came right off the bat, so he one-handed that one. Now the count is full. Down low, ball 4. So Xavier Dominguez walks for his second time today. 4th walk issued by Samurai Pitching. And walking up is Will Takar. He's the right-handed or the right fielder today. He was hit by a pitch in the first. He also came in to score along with Dominguez on the Brady Boyd 3-run homer. And that's high and inside for a ball, 73 miles an hour on the fastball. Dominguez with his lead over at first, being held on by Caccini. And that also is high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Had a little conversation with Chris Caccini earlier today. Known him for a few years, but I've always butchered his last name, and I heard word got back to the family that I apologize. 2-0 is hit out into left center field, and it's hit well all the way back to the wall. And right before the track, bounces in front of Wilkes, turning to second and heading for home, and then slipping and falling is Xavier Dominguez, so he's going to have to pull up at third, and Takar has himself a double. So loud contact off the bat of Will Takar. 94 miles an hour exit velocity on that. And he put that about 5 feet from the base of the fence. Luke Statwalker in the building. He wasn't here this morning. I'm mad at him still. He was sleeping when I was not. First pitch to Brady Boyd. That misses. Kays Duramaleri on deck. And that pitch is in there for a strike, evening up the count at 1 apiece. Xavier Dominguez over at third. Takar over at second. Garcia's pitch. This one's fouled off to the left and over into the dugout of the Express. Both teams chattering just a bit. I like to hear it. The 1-2. This one is fouled out of play. Hit pretty well, but not straight enough. Had the distance probably to get out. So he stands back in there, resuming his 1-2 count. Boyd launched one in the left center field wall earlier. And this one is foul. Just foul into the bullpen. The count's still 1 ball and 2 strikes on Brady Boyd. Duramaleri on deck. That pitch is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Dom Garcia, the right-hander from the stretch. Lost control of that one. It kind of fluttered over Boyd's head there. So we're in a 3-2 count. Some might call that full. Garcia is ready. So is Boyd. Down low, ball 4. Walking the bases loaded. 5th walk given up by Samurai Pitching so far. And that does load the bases for Duramaleri, the shortstop, who flew out to center field his first at-bat. 2 walks issued by Dom Garcia. The other 3 walks were issued by Joel Gabson, who started the game. So the right-hander Duramaleri is in there. And the first pitch that he sees is high and tight, just underneath the elbow of Kays. Mason Cox on deck, the catcher. The 1-0 is hit out into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. It's going to score 1 run, possibly 2. Holding up the runner at third base, Will Takar scrambles back. The shortstop Carrington cut it off, tried to kind of quick toss it over to Bostic. It got past him, but not far enough away for Takar to score. So he makes it over to third base. Brady Boy's now at second. Solid single by Kays, and he's now at first base. And the Express lead this 4-0. Mason Cox, the catcher, stands in there. Another right-handed batter. Good block by Torrente behind the dish. Jordan's been doing tremendous work as the catcher for the Samurai. Here's Garcia's 1-0. This is lifted into left field. It's shallow going out as Carrington coming in as Torrente, and JJ has it. All the batters have to hold because it was in a shallow left field, actually probably 20 steps away from the shortstop position. So there's one down here in the top of the second. Blake Bryson due up. Blake Bryson wearing the number 14, or another right-handed batter. He singled in the first and stole the base. And the first pitch that he sees is the 65-mile-an-hour breaking pitch from Dom Garcia, and that's in there for a strike. Next pitch is fouled out of play off to the right. So Bryson falls behind quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. So he steps out, thinks about it for a second. He's back in there, and we're ready to go. There's a chopper over to shortstop. Carrington over. It goes the short way to second, on to first. And they get the double play. Not before another run is scored by the Express, and the Express now lead this one 4-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more.
Bottom of the second inning, Samurai come up to the plate, trailing this one 4-0. Ethan Massey, Peter Bostic, and Chris Caccini due up here. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Samurai. Aaron Devanis back on the mound. Right-hander kicks and deals. The 87-mile-an-hour fastball's in the dirt for ball 1. Big number 12 on the mound for the Express. Modified windup. And this one's fouled off back to the screen. Ethan Massey, the DH today. He wears the number 89. I do believe this is the first time we've seen Massey. I'm going to verify as I speak to you guys. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. This is our first time seeing Massey. The 1-2, swing and strike 3. So Massey goes down on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the second inning. And now Peter Bostic's going to come up, the third baseman for the Samurai. So the next pitch that Aaron Devanis is going to throw is going to be to Peter Bostic, right-handed batter. The first pitch he sees is in there for a strike. It's off the bottom half of the plate, but caught enough of it to get the strike call. Devanis working ahead of most of the hitters here. 1-0, 2-0. So the Samurai went down in order in the first inning, 1, 2, 3. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. 87 miles an hour, couldn't catch up to it. So 2 strikeouts here to start the bottom of the second inning for Devanis. And Chris Caccini heading up to the plate. Like I said, I had a nice conversation with Chris. Glad that he's doing well. Moving on from American River College. He's done there. Moving on to bigger and better things he is. And I appreciate the family granting me a little reprieve there from screwing up his name and brutalizing it in the first game. Chris Caccini takes the first pitch outside for a ball. But I got a chuckle out of it. He got a chuckle out of it. That's why this game is so great. The 1-0 curveball in there for a strike. 72-mile-an-hour curveball catching the outside part of the zone. Beautiful pitch. Corner defenders are playing the line. High. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jerome Larry and Nordyke in the infield. Kind of playing the gaps. There's a huge gap right up the middle, right behind Devanis. Here comes the 2-1. It's 2-2 now. Been using the fastball with great effectiveness. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now, 2 down. Pitch to Caccini. That's outside. Good eye by Caccini to take that one. It is now a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nice to see that we got some fans for both the teams here, rooting on their clubs. And Caccini goes down swinging, and guess what? Devanis strikes out the side. We're going to head to the top of the third. And the Express lead this 4-0.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5.
Top of the third inning here from McBean Stadium. The West Coast World Series underway here. Right now we are, oh wait, hold on. I'm getting Cays de Romelaire. Oh, de Romelaire. Oh, okay. All right. I'll take that. Even though we've been told the Romelaire, but all right, I'll take that. I like it. Thank you for the help out there, Lars. I really do appreciate that. De Romelaire. I like it. And Dante Chiotti is up there. Takes a strike. Next pitch that he sees is in the dirt, 1-1. Chiotti is 0 for 2 so far in the West Coast World Series. He has drawn a walk. Looking for his first hit here in the series. 1-1. This one is picked up by Carrington. He's got no play, and that's going to be a single for Dante. Got his first hit. And it happened here in the game against the Express, or against the Samurai. So Chiotti reaches. Tyler Nordyke now finds his way up to the plate. He walked in the first inning. Nordyke 2 for 3 in the series so far. Single and a home run. And he takes that one off the outside part of the plate for a strike. Garcia checking the run over at first. Throws that one in the dirt. So evens the count at 1-1 strike. Chiotti with his lead over at first being held on by Caccini. This one's also in there for a strike. So 1-2 strikes now. Dom Garcia getting ahead of Tyler Nordyke, the second baseman for the Express. 1-2, here it is. This is popped up. This is going to stay in play. It is not. It's going to get out of play. So we will reset and do it again. Got some activity in the bullpen for the Samurai. So it's either Riley Stevens or Harrison Manning. We're not certain yet. There's a big swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Nordyke goes down on strikes. So there's the first out here in the top of the third. Going to bring up Jelani Mason. Jelani Mason so far 0 for 3 in the series. So he's also looking for his first hit. Grounded out in his first at-bat today. So he's 0 for 4 for the series. Here's the back pick. Getting back safely is Chiotti. Jordan Torrente, the catcher for the Samurai, was trying to back pick. Catch Chiotti sleeping, but he did not. The 0-1 pitch is swung on strike 2. So Jelani Mason quickly in the hole, 0-2. One down here in the top of the third. Garcia kicks and deals, and this one is grounded foul past the first baseman. Shout out to all the fine folks watching us on the live streams on either Stones Broadcast Networks or Lincoln Potter YouTube. We do appreciate it. Happy to provide you the broadcast. 0-2 in the dirt. And it's blocked by Torrente. He throws down to second, and the tag is applied. Give me a call, and he's out. Caught stealing Chiotti down there at second base. Well, that's going to be 2 down here. 1-2 strikes on Jelani Mason. So 2 down here in the top of the third. Dom Garcia has a chance to get out of this 1-2-3. Misses outside, 2 strikes. Also have some warming up in the bullpen for the Express. The 2-2 grounded over to first base. Backing up on it is Caccini. He's got it, runs it to the bag himself. and puts him away for the third out. We're going to head to the bottom of the third. The Express lead this one 4-0.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Bottom of the third inning, Camden Wilkes is going to be leading things off for the Samurai, followed by Riley Walker and Anthony Sahota. Aaron Devanis is still on the mound in his third inning of work. And we are just about ready to get back underway here. Wilkes 2 for 3 in the series with a single and a double. Got a couple of RBIs. Batting in the 7-hole, and he takes the first pitch he sees for a strike. 74-mile-an-hour breaking pitch by Aaron Devanis. Scoreboard is officially turned off. There's a foul ball off to the right, now to play. So Devanis quickly ahead on Wilkes, 0-2. Riley Walker, the second baseman, to follow. The 0-2 pitch is in there, strike three. So Devanis has really settled into this outing. 4 strikeouts now in a row. And Riley Walker now walking up to the plate. Seth England warming up for the Express out in their bullpen right now. Right-handed Walker stands in. The first pitch he sees is high and tight. Next pitch is in the dirt. So quickly, Walker jumps out. 2 balls and no strikes. Eric Garcia warming up for the Samurai in their bullpen at the moment. But right now, Devanis and Walker. The 2-0 is 3-0 now. Ball got away from Cox behind the plate. And then Mason Cox got to make a couple adjustments to the shin guard. So he's done that. We're all ready to go. Riley Walker stands in there with the 3-0 pitch on its way. Right in there, first strike at 85 miles an hour. Right fielder Anthony Sahota on deck. And he takes the walk. So Riley Walker walks down to first base. First walk issued by Devanis here. And heading to the plate is Anthony Sahota. Anthony Sahota had a couple of sacrifice bunts in the first game against the Express. Also a single and a strikeout. The right-hander stands in there. And a really, really, really soft toss over to first. And getting back no problem is Walker. Could be the precursor to the really good movie he has. Showing bunt, pulling back, and getting a called strike is Aaron Devanis. Quickly ahead. No balls and 1 strike on Sahota. That misses upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Express scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second. Samurai have yet to score. Bunt shows. He pulls it back and called strike 2. So definitely Sahota known for the sacrifice bunt, showing it. I imagine that's off now with 2 strikes. Walker with his lead at first. Swinging, strike 3. So 5 strikeouts on the afternoon for Devanis. And that's going to bring up the top of the lineup in Noah Carrington. Carrington grounded out to shortstop to start the ball game today for the Samurai. So the right-hander stands in there. The right-hander on the mound gets his sign. And here we go. 74-mile-an-hour curveball catches the strike zone, strike 1. Walker with his lead over at first, being held down by Boyd. This is a shot up the middle and past the shortstop and into center field for a nice solid single. Carrington got himself a hit, and now we got runners on first and second with 2 down. That's going to bring up Jordan Torrente, the catcher for the Samurai today. Jordan Torrente hit by a pitch in the first inning. So he's looking to get on board, but a different way. He'd like to get a hit instead. 2 on, 2 out. There's a little pop fly to the shortstop. Duran Malaire comes in, puts it away, and that finishes the Samurai here in the bottom of the 3rd. We head to the top of the 4th. Express lead at 4-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the 4th inning here in the 7th-inning affair. The game number 8 of the 4-game slate today. Right now, the Samurai and Express locked in a battle. The Express lead this one 4-0. Due up, Xavier Dominguez, who's walked twice already in this game, stands in there from the left-hand side, and Dom Garcia out for his third inning of work, and here's his first pitch. And this is lifted into left field. It's shallow. Coming in quickly is J.J. Torrente, and he's able to make the running catch and put it away for the first out. So Dominguez got that one, kind of flipped it into left field. J.J. read it well, came in hard, and was able to make the play on that one for the first out. And Will Takar now making his way up to the plate, hit by a pitch in his first at-bat and doubled in the second. And the quick pitch in by Dom Garcia, and that one's inside, but called the ball. We got some potential pitchers warming up, but we're not sure. We got a couple of 21s on the Samurai, so we're not sure which one it is. But I believe it's, I believe it's going to be Eric Garcia, but not certain at this point in time. So we will try to effort that information as soon as we can. There's the 1-1. Catches the inside corner for a strike. So Garcia quickly ahead of Takar. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one's in the dirt. Good block back there by Jordan Torrente. Been a really enjoyable West Coast World Series so far. Really interesting games. A lot of fun to be a part of. And if you'd like to be a part of it, you can still go get your tickets. LincolnPotters.com, and you can do that anytime you want. 3-2. That's in there, strike 3. Takar didn't believe that. He was taken off to first base, thought he had a free pass, but he does not. 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. And it's going to bring up Brady Boyd, who homered in the first inning to give the Express the quick 3-0 lead. Walked in the second. He stands there against Boyd, and he hits a little slow roller into no man's land behind the pitcher, but coming in is Carrington, and he throws him out to end the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th, the Express up 4-0.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Here in the bottom of the 4th inning where the Express lead this one 4-0. J.J. Torrente due up, the left fielder. We had a really nice play there in the top of the 4th. Coming really quickly in from his left field position to make that catch. So Torrente is going to lead off. He grounded into the double play in the first inning. Looking to get things started here for the Samurai. The first pitch that he says is 85 miles an hour, but it's off the plate for a ball. The 1-0 is low and inside, 2-0. Pitch is fouled out of play off to the left. Over towards the Lincoln Little League field. Appreciate all the people who have joined us today in the stadium, but Appreciate all you guys watching and listening online. 85-mile-an-hour pitch by Devanis is in there for a strike. So now it is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Torrente. Massey on deck. And that one's down low, 3-2. So JJ and Aaron locked in a battle here. Pitcher versus hitter. Righty versus lefty. The 3-2. High, ball 4. So JJ draws a walk and reaches base safely for the first time today. Just the second walk issued by Express Pitching today. Both of those walks charged to Devanis because he is the only pitcher for the Express so far. So Massey up there, the DH from the right side. The first pitch he sees is way outside. Massey wearing the number 89. Close stance from the right side. Just waiting on Devanis. Here's the pitch. This one's lifted into the air in the infield. Second base, Nordyke is calling for it. Looking around, and it drops into his glove for an out. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That's going to bring up Peter Bostic. Struck out his first time. Bostic getting some at-bats with the Samurai today. First pitch he sees is outside. Throw down to first base. Getting back safely is Torrente. Nice back pick by Cox there. But just not in time to get the runner. So JJ takes his lead off of first again. Bostic back in the box. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and strike 1. JJ Torrente bluffed the steal there. He's trying to play the mind games with the catcher Cox. Here comes the 1-1. Outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 86 miles an hour on that pitch was Aaron Devanis. Only given up 1 hit in his 3 1/3 innings so far. And swinging and missing on that one is Peter Bostic. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Devanis set, kicks and deals. That one's a little bit low. Tried the curve ball, but he misses with that one. So 3-2 on Peter Bostic. We're in the number 18. And that's high, ball 4. Devanis, I think he thought it caught more of the zone than it did. But Bostic gets the walk. He's down to first base. Now JJ Torrente moves over to second to make room for Bostic. And that's going to bring up Chris Caccini. Big right-handed bat. Stands in there, stares down Aaron Devanis. Open stance from the right side. 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. And gets Caccini to swing at that one. Chris, the first baseman for the Samurai today, struck out his first at-bat in the 2nd. So he's looking to get a hit and get something started here for the Samurai, trailing in this one 4-0. Next pitch is high and inside. Tailing fastball at 86 miles an hour. Runner's not being held on. Middle infield's pinching the middle, though. And here's a shot to Drummelaire. He picks it up, goes to second for 1, on to first. And that's a double play, and that's going to end the 4th. We're going to head to the 5th. The Express lead this one 4-0.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
Back here in the top of the 5th inning, Express due up here. Kays de Romelaire, which again, Lars Christensen, thank you very much for helping me out with the pronunciation of that. As soon as I see the best in the business, Willie Preston, I will pass along that information. But Kays de Romelaire is up, singled and RBI his last at bat in the 2nd. And he is facing Dom Garcia again. First pitch he sees goes back to the backstop. Running over from his on-deck position, Mason Cox politely picks the ball up, gives it back to the umpire. That was very nice of him. But they're part of the mask fraternity, so I get it. Next pitch is high. Romelaire ahead, and they count 2 balls and no strikes. As I said, Mason Cox on deck, Blake Bryson in the hole. The 2-0 is lifted into the infield. Third baseman broke in. Carrington, actually the shortstop, goes out to the edge of the grass and makes the catch for the first out. So Kays is retired. We'll pop up to shortstop, and that's going to bring up Mason Cox. 0 for 2 on the day so far. Popped out to second, popped out to short. He's looking to put one in play. From the windup, Dom Garcia's first pitch to him, he spins in a 63-mile-an-hour curveball for a strike. Mason Cox, the right-handed batter, is waiting for his pitch. The next one he sees is just a bit high. Even slower at 60 miles an hour. Here's the 1-1. This one's fouled off the end of the bat. Had a lot of English on it, but it stays foul. And Cam Duran, who's over there doing the first base coaching duties for the Express, fields it cleanly because it literally rolled right to his feet and stopped. So, shout out to Cam. Here's a shot to the third baseman and under his glove and into left field for a base hit. Mason Cox got a first hit for today, and he's going to find his way over to first base, and that's going to bring Blake Bryson, the DH, to the plate. Singled and stole a base in the first. 1 for 2 on the day. Got some time because Mason Cox got to tie his shoe. That's a good thing. Gives the thumbs up to the umpire. Dom Garcia gives him the thumbs back, though. So I'm glad they're communicating positively. That's what we like to see in baseball. So Cox has his lead. First pitch to Bryson. This is hit into center field. Wilkes was playing fairly shallow, and the ball was hit pretty close to him. He had to range to his left or right a little bit. But Bryson flies out 2 down, and Dante Chiatti on his way to the plate. 1 for 1 today. He was caught stealing, though, in the third. And now we have Walker out there tying his shoes. So maybe what we want to do is just take a huge timeout and have everybody tie their shoes real quick. Not my engineer, though, because I found out yesterday that he kind of forgot how to tie the left one. So whatever, we'll deal with that later. Here's the first pitch in there to Blake Bryson. He said no, so no. We're just having fun. It's 1 ball and no strikes on Blake Bryson. And it's 1-1. 69-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Designated hitter singled. Wearing the number 14. Slightly open stance from the right side. The 2-0 is high. Or excuse me, the 1-1 is high. 2-1. A few more people have filed in for this game. 2-1 is down in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike. Chiotti hits this one into left field. He hits it well. Will it stay fair? It will stay fair. And it is a home run. Dante Chiotti goes yard and drives in 2 more. And the Express take a 6-0 lead. Wasn't sure that one was going to get out of here. It was pretty much hit on a line drive. But Chiotti got all of it right on the barrel. Picks up a couple of RBIs and helps the Express extend their lead 6-2 or 6-0. Tyler Nordyke making his way up to the dish. Walked and struck out so far 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch by Dom Garcia is in there for a strike at 66 miles an hour. Didn't get a chance to look over at the TrackMan data on that home run, but boy, it was a line shot. Tyler Nordyke stands in there, takes that one off the shoulder, so he's going to get a free pass down to first base. So Garcia was cruising there for a second, had 2 down here with 1 runner on, and then gives up the 2-run bomb to Chiotti, and then backs it up with a hit by pitch to Nordyke. So traffic back on the bases for the Express. Jelani Mason, the left-handed batter, finds his way to the plate. And he hits this one out into right center field. Wilkes is there. He's calling for it, and he puts it away for the final out of the inning. But not before the Express put 2 more on the board. We head to the bottom of the 5th. They lead at 6-0.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Actually, it looks like we have a pinch hitter right in front of us. We're going to have to effort that. Number 18 for the Samurai is coming in, and I do not have a name for them. So we're going to have to take a look around and see if we can't find that. I did not hear what Willie said. So number 18 is coming in for Camden Wilkes. As soon as I can get that information, I will let you know. First pitch that he sees, though, is over the outside part of the plate for a strike at 84 miles an hour. Aaron Devanis is still on the mound. One hit shutout so far. Swing and strike 2. Is it Bickle? I think it's Bickle. Yeah, it's for Camden Wilkes, but a pinch hitter. And I do believe that was Colton Bickle. I believe Colton Bickle came in to hit for Camden Wilkes. He struck out here in the bottom of the 5th. Willie and I both trying to figure it out because he's listed as 182 on the roster, but wearing the number 18. Riley Walker now. It was Colton Bickle. Good job by us. And now 21, Eric Garcia is batting for Riley Walker. And that pitch is in there, evening up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Eric Garcia, number 21, getting his first at-bat, replacing Riley Walker. This one's hit out into right field. Coming in is Takar. He's right there, and he puts it away for the second out. And unless there's another pinch hitter, there should be Anthony Sahota. Well, 21 is Eric Garcia, and he just popped out, didn't he? Now we have another 21. Very confused here. Patrick Johnson, possibly. Patrick Johnson. First pitch to Patrick Johnson is in there for a ball. That's a little difficult when you have 2 number 21s. And we have no way of telling them apart up here in the booth. But next pitch that he sees is high and for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. So we do believe that this is how this worked out. Colton Bickle came in and pinch hit for Camden Wilkes. This one is fouled out of play. We believe that Eric Garcia is the one that came in to bat for Riley Walker. And I do believe that Patrick Johnson is the one batting for Anthony Sahota. And I have that backwards. Eric Garcia is batting right now. Patrick Johnson was the gentleman that came in to bat for Riley Walker. Two balls and 1 strike on Eric Garcia. He swings through that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Express lead this one 6-0. 2-2 pitch. Little pop fly in the infield. Second base. Nordyke going over. He puts it away for the final out. 1, 2, 3. Go the Samurai. And we head to the top of the 6th. Express lead at 6-0.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley.
Back here in the top of the sixth inning, Express lead this one 6-0. Top of the order due up, Xavier Dominguez, Will Takar, and Brady Boyd. New pitcher in there for the Samurai. That's Leo Ruiz, making his second appearance of the West Coast World Series. Dominguez, a couple of walks and a fly out. 0 for 1 on the day, and the first pitch that he sees is a 72-mile-an-hour fastball in there for strike one. Also have some changes on defense. We'll get around to making those changes here in a moment. Next pitch is down low for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. This one is hit past the dive of the second baseman and into right field for a hit. Nice clean single by Xavier Dominguez. Finally gets on the board with a hit here in the top of the sixth inning. It's going to bring up Will Takar. Hit by a pitch, double in the second, and then struck out in the fourth looking on a controversial strike 3 call. I think he would tell you. But now he stands in the box against the right-hander, Leo Ruiz. And Ruiz, kind of a sidearm delivery, does not get the call. Not sure he liked that. He kind of leaned back, asking the umpire, hey, I want that call. But he doesn't get it. 1 ball and no strikes. Brady Boyd to follow. That ball is also outside at 71 miles an hour. So Bickle comes in for Wilkes in center field. Patrick Johnson takes over for Walker at second. The 2-0 pitch is a chopper over to third base. Nice snag, and all the way across the diamond is Bostic for the out. Great play over there by Bostic. Ranging over to the line, picking it up, and the strong throw across the diamond got Takar by a half step. 1 down here in the top of the sixth. Brady Boyd stepping up. He had the big 3-run homer in the first inning that started all of the scoring for the Express. Eric Garcia now playing right field for the Samurai. And the first pitch by Ruiz is in the dirt. Express lead this one 6-0. We are here in the top of the sixth inning. There's a shot again over to Bostic. He looks the runner back at second, goes across the diamond to first. And 2 down here in the top of the sixth. Really nice play by Bostic again over at third base. Holding down the hot corner. Kays DeRomaler now due up. Again, shout out to the fine folks on the YouTubes. We do appreciate you helping us out with pronunciations. We don't get to see these folks all the time, so Lars Christensen, tip of the cap. 2 down, Leo Ruiz. DeRomaler. That ball's in the dirt. Xavier Dominguez holding at second base. Ruiz is now set. He delivers. That's in there for a strike at 71 miles an hour. Really nice pitch by Ruiz there. Johnson out at second base agrees with me, giving his pitcher a little bit of kudos. Speaking of which, Johnson kind of pinching the second base back, trying to keep Xavier close. Leo Ruiz tries to spin that curveball in there, and it misses the plate. And then Torrente, Jordan, kind of an errant throw back to the pitcher. Carrington backs him up, so no harm, no foul there. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 down here, top of the 6th. I know that the Express would like to put up a run here. If they can do that and hold the Samurai scoreless, they will win this game. This one is popped into left field. It's going out of play. It's going out of play, and it does land on the grassy knoll. Well, there's not as many kids over on the knoll now, but there are a few patrons over there enjoying the sun. One kid rolling down the hill repeatedly, and that's I approve that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here. Jerome Allaire takes that in the dirt. So works himself into a 3-2 count. The great Mrs. Stones has just joined me in the booth. I appreciate that. It's a family affair for the West Coast World Series. Leo Ruiz coming in relief of Dom Garcia, who pitched really well. 3-2, outside ball 4. So Jerome Allaire is able to find his way down to first base. Runners on first and second now. Mason Cox coming up. Finally got himself a hit in the West Coast World Series in his last at-bat in the 5th. Was able to come around and score. Thank you, Mrs. Stones, for bringing sandwiches. That was very sweet. The first pitch that Cox sees is in there for a strike at 71 miles an hour. Got some bullpen activity for the Express. Nothing going on for the Samurai. The 0-1 pitch in there for, ooh. Man, I tried to call that one for the umpire, but we did not agree. And that's not good. Leo Ruiz going to grab that ball and looked like he may have tweaked his ankle. And so I'm going to have a quick timeout here. And let's check on Leo to make sure he's okay. Manager's coming out. Mrs. Stones, you have to have your keys to leave. Okay. I never get to say that. If I said that at home, I think I'd be in trouble. So everybody out to check on Leo, making sure that he's okay. Looked like he took a bad step when the ball was thrown back to him by Jordan Torrente, and he's going to come out of this game. No, he faked me out. He did the walk like he was going to the dugout, and he stopped, quick turnaround, and looks like he's going to try to throw a couple and just see how everything feels. Mario Zarco warming up for the Express, potentially coming in the bottom of the 6th. Leo Ruiz has come in for the Samurai. That was a good-looking test pitch, testing the ankle. But he came in relief of Dom Garcia, who went 4 1/3, giving up 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. But he was asked to come in relief of Joel Gapson, who started the game and just had some trouble in the first inning, giving up 2 hits and 3 runs on 3 walks. So good pitching performance by Dom Garcia. Leo Ruiz is in there, tested out the ankle. I think it's good. I think he thinks it's good. We have a 1-1 count. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. And the Express lead this one 6-0. Ruiz's next pitch is hit right past the diving third baseman and into left field. Holding at third and staying there is Dominguez. Slipped going around third base. He would have, he was going to draw the throw. Jerome Allaire is out now at second base. Mason Cox with a solid single, his second single of the day. Loads up the bases with 2 down here. And Blake Bryson, the designated hitter, making his way to the plate. Big right-hander. And he stands in there, pretty much a straight up and down stance. First pitch that Leo throws him is high. Riley, the engineer, snacking on a barbecue chicken sandwich, I believe. And it smells tremendous. Here comes the 1-0. This one's fouled out of play into the bullpen of the Samurai. Umpire asking for a few more baseballs because of all the foul balls. But Ruiz had stepped off the rubber. He goes back, resumes his position on top of the mound, and he is ready to throw his next pitch to Blake Bryson. Bases are juiced. There's a shot into center field. Bickle out there, still going back, and that's gone. Grand slam. No, it is not. It was in front of the wall. It looked like it cleared the wall. Going into third base with the triple. From our angle, that looked like it cleared the Placer Valley sign. Guess it landed right in front of the sign. But regardless, that scores 3, and the lead has jumped up to 9-0. Blake Bryson with the big triple. Chiotti now stepping up to the plate with 2 out and a run on third. Express lead this one now 9-0. Bryson didn't miss that home run by maybe more than 10 feet. First pitch in there to Chiotti is inside. Chiotti hit one out himself earlier today. In fact, his last at-bat. It's a laser shot, too. Next pitch is inside and low. 2 balls and no strikes. Chiotti 2 for 2 today. Only blemish on his record today was the caught stealing there in the third. 2-0 is now 3-0. First base is open. Bullpen for the Samurai starting to get loose again. The 2-1, here it is. That's down low. That's 3-0, so somebody put up 2-1 on the board. Got to remember that the scoreboard sometimes here doesn't work. So Chiotti draws the walk, second walk he's drawn today. And we have a number 7 warming up for the Samurai, but we have 3 number 7s listed. And then also 4, Mason McNanny is out there warming up as well. Leo Ruiz throws the curveball in there for a strike against Tyler Nordyke, hit by a pitch his last at-bat. Has walked and struck out in this game. He wouldn't mind getting himself a hit here. Ten hits so far for the Express in this game. Continue holding on the run over at first. Nobody holding on the runner at third. Ruiz's next pitch is in there for a strike, so he gets ahead of him to count 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. Turned on that one, but was out in front of it. Puts that out into Lincoln Park and not the band. Ball getting loose out there in the bullpen of the Samurai. Whoever's catching McNanny right now. Anybody? Nobody. All right. That's why. So, Leo Ruiz wearing the number 14, the right-handed pitcher. He's ready. Runners on first and third. Bryson at third. Kiati at first. The 1-2 becomes 2-2. Nordyke stays in the box the whole time. He's waiting. Here it is. 2-2 is now 3-2. That was outside. It was a good pitch by Ruiz, but probably a better take by Tyler. I'm not sure he could have done much with that one. But Ruiz has now got a 3-2 count. 2 out, runners be on their move. There's a fly ball into left field. JJ circling that one and puts it away for the final out, but not before they put 3 more runs up on the board and the Express take a 9-0 lead.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley President of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
Five Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
The bottom of the 6th inning here. Samurai due up. Top of the orders due up. Noah Carrington, Jordan Torrente, and JJ Torrente. Last opportunity right here for the Samurai. They need to put up at least 3 runs here to get this into the 7th inning. Otherwise, the Express will walk away with the W. They are 3 outs away from that. And Noah Carrington facing Mario Zarco, the new pitcher for the Express. First pitch that he throws is in there at 72 miles an hour for a strike. Mario Zarco, a right-handed pitcher wearing the number 7. Getting his first taste of the West Coast World Series. And Carrington fouls this one off back to the backstop, so he's behind quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. Carrington's had 2 at-bats. He's 1 for 2 today with a solid single. Here comes the 0-2. Fouled off the screen right in front of us. That screen wasn't there. It would have come right in the window. And I was ready. You weren't going to get in the way. Come on. You're going to try to steal it from me? Mario Zarco out of the windup. Here's his 0-2. A little bit low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Samurai got to get something going here. the 1-2. This one's hit out into center field. Heading over there is Mason. He's going to be there and make the catch for the first out. And the bottom of the 6th inning. Samurai got 2 more outs to play with to try to put 3 runs up on the board, extend this to get into the 7th. Otherwise, the Express will be heading on to the 7 p.m. game tonight against the California Tigers. But before we get there, Jordan Torrente is going to try to extend this for the Samurai, and he hits this out to shortstop. Dural Miller picks it up. Curl hops and throws him out at first. Quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. So J.J. Torrente, not only is he the left fielder and one of the players batting in the 3rd hole, but I also believe he's part of the coaching staff. And I don't believe that I know that because I talked to him yesterday. He stands in there, the last hope for the Samurai, and he pops this one up. This one's going to get out of play right over our heads. I was bracing for a big thud, but never happened. So JJ quickly behind 0-1. Zarco coming in, throwing strikes, and he's ahead of JJ. No balls and 2 strikes. So the Samurai down to their final strike of the West Coast World Series. Zarco kicks and deals. And this one's hit out to center field, heading back. Mason still going back, turns around, squares up, and puts it away. And the Express win this game and are heading to the 7 p.m. game against the California Tigers tonight. They win this by a score of 9-0. Shout out to the Samurai. Thank you guys for coming in, playing really hard. It's tremendously fun calling your games. But we wish you the best of luck and congratulations to the AE Express. You're moving on to the final game of the evening at 7 p.m. right here on Stones Broadcast Network. So for my partner, Riley the engineer, Mrs. Stones bringing us sandwiches, Willie Preston, I'm Stones McCoy. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to come back at 3:30 for your Potters taking on the Warriors. Thank you very much for listening, everybody.
Will tell you the same.